guys are great. Once again, my name is John Liu, and I want to share some great news with you guys. I'm this close to paying off my mortgage completely. Oh, that's amazing. I'm so happy. Thank you. And the secret is to get all the discounts you can. I got my place on probate, which means the previous owner died without a will, and he did that because daddy hated his kids, all right? Yeah, he didn't tell anybody who got the house. Turns out I did. I'm the favorite. The real estate agent, before we were about to sign the papers, he calls me and he says, John, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. I told you he died in the hospital. It turns out he died over there in the living room. I'm like, all right, the exorcism's coming out of your commission. And this is important. There's a law in California that says if someone died on the premises within the last 3 years, you have to tell the new buyer. 3 years because apparently that's how long ghost hauntings last. And I don't particularly care about this. And I'm, about to say, okay, but then before I could say anything, he says, I know it's important to you people and your feng shui. You people. You guys hear my voice? There's nothing exotic about this voice. The most exotic this voice gets is like Inland Empire, okay? And I'm about to say something, how dare, and before I could say anything, he says, as an apology, we're gonna take $20,000 off the asking price. Yes, my people. $20,000 good number, but my people believe 28,000 lucky number. We can negotiate. This is when I found out my tolerance for racism goes up and down with the interest rate. Who knew? I'm very happy. We settled down in Orange County right here in Huntington Beach, particularly. I live in Huntington Beach. I live in the racist part of Huntington Beach. It's called Huntington Beach. I consider it a good day when only one guy walks up to me and says, hey, you look like you're pretty good at math. And you guys look like you're cool people. Let me tell you a little secret. You're goddamn right I am. It's very strange. I'm Filipino-Chinese. My wife is Chinese-Japanese. We're walking down the street one day and this homeless guy in a wheelchair yells at us, go back to China. And I'm like, he's half right, partial credit. I did the math. I mean, that guy told me I was good at math. He's right. But then he turns to my wife and says, I'm sorry, you go back to Tokyo. How the hell did he know? Is this where we are now as a society? Has racism progressed to the point that this guy is respecting how we identify ourselves? Did he wake up one day, he says, times are changing, it's a new century, but I'm still gonna be me. I'm gonna be racist. I'm still gonna be prejudiced, but goddammit, I will be accurate. You have to respect that kind of specificity. I gave him $5. But no, times really are changing. A few months ago, there's a story about this guy in a U-Haul van who tried to ram his way into the White House. I don't know if you remember this. They stopped him, of course. He didn't make it past the barricade, but they searched the van. They found a bunch of Nazi paraphernalia in the back. They found like manifestos, a Nazi flag. But then they arrested the guy. They arrested the driver. Turns out it was a 19-year-old Indian kid. Indian kid. This is where we are now as a country. Even the Klan is outsourcing their labor now. What the hell? Things really are getting better. My neighbor took down his All Lives Matter flag, replaced it with a NASCAR flag. I don't know why it's always about race with this guy. I really don't. I want to share a little bit more good news. I just celebrated my 7th wedding anniversary, you guys. Thank you. I love looking at my wedding ring, y'all. I love looking at my ring. It reminds me of the promise that I made to my wife 7 years ago to lose 30 pounds. I really got to lose this weight. I'm Chinese. I've got a belly. I'm losing my hair. I can't lose my hair, be Chinese, and have this belly. If I lose all my hair, people are going to start rubbing my belly for good luck, okay? It's ridiculous. And when I die, I want to be cremated. And if I don't lose this weight, when they cremate me, that's just going to be one big grease fire, okay? The urn that's going to hold my ashes, that's going to need pallbearers, all right? But no, I am happily married, and the best part of it was our wedding day. It's unforgettable, happiest day of my life. Got to see some friends I haven't seen in forever. Planning it was a pain, though. Planning it was just harsh. We had to get a wedding planner. Okay, let me rephrase that. I needed to get a wedding planner. My wife doesn't care, but I am type A. I have an OCD tendencies, and I say tendencies because the diagnosis costs money. Yeah, we got a wedding planner. And I don't know if y'all know this, but wedding planners, every wedding planner I've ever met in Orange County has been drop dead gorgeous and single. It's like it's a final exam. It's like, are you sure you want to get married? You know? Oh my goodness. But she was great. She worked with us, wonderful. And she's like, oh, you're Chinese. You're a Chinese couple. We can have a traditional Chinese wedding. I know a place that's really authentic. It's been around for a while. You may have heard of it. It's called P.F. Chang's. No. You cannot have a Chinese couple get married at a P.F. Chang's. That's like telling a Latino family to have their quinceañera at a Chipotle. You know, you can't do that. So we got married at a P.F. Chang's. Orange chicken hors d'oeuvres, you gotta love it. The marriage was fun, the wedding was amazing, the ceremony and the reception, amazing. I got to see friends I haven't seen in so long. This one guy I haven't seen in over a decade. I gave him that bro hug. Man, you know what this is. Clasp the hands, pat on the back, hips as far apart as possible, just in case. Here's the problem, you guys. My buddy is 6'10". I gave him that bro hug. My head landed square in the middle of his chest. Ladies, that 6 foot plus height requirement y'all have on your dating profiles? Yeah, I get it now. I have never felt so safe in my life. I'm not gonna say I enjoyed it, but on our honeymoon I got my wife some elevator shoes. We celebrated 7th anniversary by taking a trip out to Arizona, and I don't mean Phoenix, I mean out in the desert, like spiritual retreat type Arizona. And they told me, John, you gotta rent a truck. You can't drive a car out there, you're gonna get stuck in the desert. Look at this face. Is this a truck face to you guys? This is 2-door coupe at best, y'all. 2-door coupe. But I rented this truck, and it changed me. It made me more and more conservative as this honeymoon went on, as this vacation went on. Because this truck gave me 8 miles to the gallon. Yeah. By the end of the first day, had to refill it at the gas station. I'm pumping gas. I'm like, you know what? Taxes are way too damn high. By the second day of my vacation, I was like, you know what? Maybe we should outlaw abortions. Yeah. By the end of our vacation, I was like, you know what? I should go back to my own country. That homeless guy was right. Oh my God. You guys are such a great audience. Give yourselves a round of applause.